Hi, I'm Julio Sainz along with Mauricio Riveros. Today we'll meet Mohammed and Isse Abukar of Charo Cleaning.
We hope you will be inspired.
Celebrating leaders in Rochester's unique and vibrant business community, we'll meet entrepreneurs whose passion and perseverance have helped push through life's challenges. Join us as we share their stories and journeys to success. It's time to be inspired.
Mohammed and Isse, welcome to Be Inspired. Inspired is a show that we have developed to inspire our community, to highlight people like you who started business, figure out a way, and be able to create success. And I'm very excited today to introduce you to our community and the people in Rochester. So let's start talking about who is Mohammed first.
Well, I am Isse's son. We are running a Charo Cleaning company. That has been open for about 7 years, but I myself am 25 years old. I just finished school, still going to school, hopefully a degree in business and entrepreneurship to help my father build the business some more and have some kind of education background so that people kind of trust us some more. Yeah, just try to do the best I can, and I'm the manager of operations for the company.
What about Isse?
I'm the owner of the business. My name is Isse Abukar. I'm from Somalia, and I've been here 23 years. And this is the business I like to create in Rochester and give the people opportunity, those who have lack of language, and support them in the community.
Isse, this is a very powerful story. Before you came to the United States, actually you were in business, and the attire that you're wearing today, that shirt that you have, actually was part of a business that you used to have in Africa. So tell us a little bit about that.
I was born and raised in Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, and we don't have a tribe like other communities. We live as a community called about Benadir community, and this government they call about Benadiri, and some people they call Alindi, and we used to have this business back home. And we have like doing about a lot of different material, like sarungi they call, and we have something that they can use about nomadic people when they're in the farmer area, and we have some other people they use about like sharp they call about and deliver to and send them to Europe.
You came to the United States. You now started a business. The name of the business is Charo, a great business that is working in cleaning. It started with the housing, and then now you are in commercial. Okay. What was that step to invest and take the risk to create the business? Tell us a little bit the story about that.
Always when you need to start something, you have to look about what the best thing is that people have it. And business is not easy thing to start in the United States, not like other countries. So when I was thinking about to start business in the beginning, 1996, I was thinking to have about import-export to handcrafts and some stuff to come from Africa. But lack of, document and paperwork and all that was stopped me. Then I said, I never sleep, I cannot stop it. I said, what kind of business I can do better and I can have competition that I can deal with them. Then I said, you know what, cleaning is the major part of human life. You need to clean your body, you need to clean your clothes, you need to clean your house, your office, your company. So cleaning is the major part of the human life. And we call in Arabic, al-nadafat nisf al-iman. The cleanliness is half of your life. And cleaning is very important. Then I said, why I cannot create about cleaning business? Then my son Muhammad was born in Kenya. People in local used to call about Charo. Then I said, how to get name then? When you have something, then you have to have name. So unique name is a Charo. So that's why I said, okay, we can make about cleaning business, then we can call about Charo. Because it's my oldest son. Then we said, okay, where we can start? That is the difficult parts. The business to start is not like Africa here. You need to have lesson, you need to have about taxes, you have to have a bank account, you have everything. So in the beginning, we start about housing. And it's very low, it's very difficult. You need people to know you, you need to do this. Then he said, we cannot do about this like this way. So we have to figure out where we can go and how we can, find about the better way and to do ourselves and the community. Then we find about RSMB that they have 2016 event. 2016. They have event in South Avenue Library. We attended there, and we found it. They have program they call BAB program, that they give you training, give you more idea what you need to do business and how you can start, where you need to go and what document you need. And we spent about 16 weeks. And we are the first group to graduate about that program. And that will open us to do this business a better way and better document and how we can manage them.
When did you decide to move into commercial?
When we got MBE certified. So we finished the program, the Business of Opportunities program, that was set up by the RSMP in December of 2016. We graduated January 2017, and then we got that small time contract with the Chase, and that's when it kind of opened up, and that's when it kind of took off and got some more confidence with the bigger companies.
Now, part of the program has been always to connect with important companies in Rochester and be able to access to larger contracts and be able to really hire more people and grow the company.
Right.
Then you have been involved also in mentorship and protege. You guys are now part of that program, right?
Yeah, we're part of the mentor protege program with the Pike Company. That started back in April, and we've been going to see him almost 2 times a month, 3 times a month, as much as we can, to be honest. And once we got built some rapport with him, he actually gave us some contracts to open up with Pike as well. And not enormous contracts, but contracts to basically gain our trust and see what we're capable of doing when we do clean. So that was a nice step in the Pike Company giving us that opportunity to clean their buildings.
No, it's fantastic. It's fantastic that you see it as an opportunity to then grow from there.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the MWBE process. We've mentioned that a few times on the show, but I'd love you to give our audience a little bit of your experience going through that process. We are always encouraging folks to get that certification, but some folks are shy or a little bit afraid of the process. What's that like?
It's not easy task, but you have to do about your best. And there is a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of help. There is a program, there is a guy, his name is Matthew, and he's in a MBLDC, Monroe County program, some kind of business. There is a bureau, what they call, and
the Urban League,
Urban League,
Urban League of Rochester.
and there's a lot of people that can help you about document. You need to do about a lot of paperwork, but you have to be on task. Every document in your State Department, they ask you, you have to fill out on time, and you have 90 days to finish everything. When you finish it, they will send you email, say about everything done. And I can help them, anyone who need to get that one. I know all the rules, even though I'm not expert, but I have some kind of experience right now. And we can help them, and you have to do it. For example, if you need to go to a restaurant and you need to eat food, the waiter can bring you, the menu. He doesn't give you the food you eat, because he give you the menu, then you can order. So that's the process. So in order to get document, you have to go the process.
And what type of documents, what type of information are they looking for?
They need a balance sheet, they need bank statement, and they need 3 years in your business income tax.
Okay.
And they need all job you did, and they need also your asset, how much money you have, because it's part of the business. Because when you start the business, you put your money. So they need to know how much money you put the business in the beginning.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's a cap on being a minority business enterprise. I'm not sure what the number is, but I believe that you would have to have a certain number to qualify to be an MBE enterprise.
A certain amount of business?
A certain amount of income, whether not from your business as a personal person, to be a minority-owned business.
Okay. And that's important, because what it's doing is opening opportunities for you now to be able to access to more contracts and really receive training, receive support, mentoring we mentioned. Now, let's talk about building the team. One of the challenges in every business, I know you can do Issa, you can do Mohammed, but now how we multiply, how we create other Mohammeds, how we create all Issas that can take the business to the next level. What is your strategy to hire people and be able to engage people to do the work like you will be doing the work?
And to start business and to start training is not easy. We have right now around 16 people, And you know, when you hire people and you need to train them, you have to aspire and you have to look about who's capable of what you're doing. And you have to take those people and give them your shoes, because you're not the only one who running the business, because you need to have to give that another chance other people, as we have right now. And not only that, we need also to give them other people need to start business, because if you said I have the business, but and I have employee, but I don't give another opportunity. For example, if I get contract, and that one I cannot only hold it, so I have to hire another companies to give them an opportunity, even if they don't have MBE or they don't have certification. I need to support them and give them that kind of opportunity to engage them and have more support.
Also, what I think is incentives once you're working for us. Like a luncheon or something while you're working, or buy a pizza or something like that, just to keep the kind of the employees motivated while they're working. And just, you can see once you buy them lunch, they don't have to go and buy lunch for themselves or water, and just having them not have to leave the site for anything at all. Just having them be all right when they come to the site. Like, you don't have to leave anywhere. We'll even, you know, if you need the work or like that bad, we'll even come and pick you up. We'll drop you off. We'll come and take you from the site. We'll drop you back home. Just stuff like that kind of helps the employees feel more like they're part of the family. Sure. And I feel like once you have your employees feeling like they belong to something, that's when they'll be more prone to do better work.
We'll be back with more of our interview with Charo Cleaning after these messages.
What I love of this show, Julio, is that we have the blessing and the opportunity to interview people like you guys, and seeing the true America that is built through small businesses, right. People who are taking the full risk, investing, believing in our community. Let's talk a little bit about community. I know that you have been involved in the community, helping the refugee community. It's something very important. So tell us a little bit about that experience.
You see, when I come to this country, I don't have nothing. So there's a people come to the airport, pick me up, ready my apartment, ready the food I eat. So anytime when people come in the country, you have to be positive, like the way that they welcome you. So anything that you know, you have to give them to other people. So when I came, I speak English, Swahili, Arabic, Somali. I just automatically get a job. But some people, they don't get a job automatically. But they need help. They need documentation. They need paperwork. They need housing. They need food. They need clothing. They need, and I met about a couple of weeks ago, a guy, he came like 2 years ago. He doesn't know that his insurance, he have to be every month. He buy a car, he get a job, then he put insurance the first month. The second month, they said, we can email you. He give his son's email. His son is high school student. He doesn't check email for insurance. So the insurance expired. He was driving the car without insurance. Then he came to me, he said, oh, I forgot to pay the money for the insurance. Where I can go? I said, where do you put the insurance? He said, I don't know, because he's illiteracy. He cannot write, he cannot read. So you have to support them where they need. So when I work school district, when I finish my job, I have to support my other job, my community. Thank you, my wife, she was patient. In the beginning, she was so mad, but finally she said, you know what? The job you're doing, she's taking for me right now. So you have to support other people because they need you, because you are human, so you have to give away. So your time for your family, time your job, and the other time your community, you have to support them.
How do you see technology affecting what you do today?
Well,
and what's your action around that?
Well, we have a business, charocleaninginc.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Twitter, we're still trying to catch up to that. What I think, once we create that Twitter page, is just giving the community our updates of what we're doing, what projects we're working on, where we're going to be at, if we're having like a pop-up shop or you know, like a luncheon for community or fundraiser or stuff like that. So that's what we're doing now. Just basically keeping it minimal to the social network and stuff now. Everything right now we're doing is basically face-to-face. Whether it may be training or whether we're meeting with people, everything is basically hands-on and face-to-face.
And what about advice around the bookkeeping and the accounting? We've seen a lot of businesses we've talked to over the years say that that's their biggest hurdle, just because it's a whole new world for them. They're good at running a restaurant and making food, but they've never than invoicing or billing. So any advice for small businesses on bookkeeping and
You know, I
accounting?
used to be accounting back home because with the business we have, my father was accountant of my family. So usually I used to do it manually. Even though today is technology, I have my son, he have IT. So everything that I wrote down manually, he said, Daddy, no, this is not the way. We have spreadsheet, we have to put this one this way, this way. So it's coming, and I separate my kids. I said, you have to learn business. You have to be about business. My other son, he said, I need to eat IT. Then I say, okay, you can help me about, any technology or any computer or anything like that. So, and myself, I have like old-fashioned business, but right now I'm coming about new technology, how I can catch up and how I can deal with those people.
Probably right now there are people who are watching and they are maybe passing through depression, difficult times, people who have failed in business. What would be your message? You have a lot of wisdom. You have passed through many things in your life. And I don't want to lose this opportunity that you can bring that message of hope to that people.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't say I'm not reaching that position. So when I came, I said I need to start business 23 years ago. And today I have my own business. So you have to make sure that your dream come true, but you have to put your efforts. Don't give up. Ask about help. Go everywhere. Look about opportunity. What you need to do, where you go. I have a friend. He said, I need to have about translating business. I said, that's fine. I can help you. I do translation, but I don't like to do translation because a lot of work, a lot of things, but I have business cleaning, and I help him to say, go Bob, RSMB. He said, that's a construction. I say, yes, it's a construction, but they will teach about what document you need and where you can go from there. So ask about help.
What would you add to that?
Just to maintain the positive energy as high as you can. Even though there may be some rainy days, you may have a failing business now, but you don't know what tomorrow may bring. You may wake up and that may be the spark that you need. So just, like you said, don't give up. Just keep up the good energy and stay as positive as you can.
One of the biggest challenges in small businesses is that traditionally small businesses are family-owned businesses. How do you deal with family and conflict sometimes that can happen, and then father and son don't fight? Maybe they have disagreements. What is your strategy to maintain good relationships and family relationships?
Well, listening is a big part. You got to make sure that you have a listening no matter who it is, but for family, it's very important that you listen to where that person is coming from. And once you kind of listen to what that person is saying, you kind of get more of an understanding of where that person is coming from, and then you can give them a reply to where you're coming from, and then basically, hopefully, you get to some kind of middle point or middle ground where you guys have a compromise, where you guys can both be happy with compromising. And of course, you have to make sacrifices as well, because what's a family without sacrifice, right?
Sure. Usually when it comes about business, no matter what kind of business you have about conflict of family, because you need time for your wife, your children, and yourself too. Sometimes I was like, my wife, she said, you always think about the business. Stop doing this, relax. And I say, yes, I know, but I have to finish it. So it's like challenge. And if you cannot support your wife, if you don't get support your family, you cannot be success. This part of your life and part of your business. So you have to be patient. So all challenge, you have to be patient. That is the major.
And how many hours do you usually have to put in, speaking of that, in a week into your business? It's good for people to hear this and to understand what commitment it takes.
The amount of hours is unlimited. It's your business, you know what I mean? If you don't put the effort in, if you don't put the time in, it's not going to grow. So I feel like for me, once you start to count the hours you put in your business, you start to lose yourself in the hours. So just don't focus on the hours, because it's your business, you know what I mean? In the end of the day, it's yours. You don't have to answer to anyone. So the amount of hours is unlimited for me. It's 24/7 nonstop work, answering emails, making phone calls to different people, and it never stops, really. I mean, you would think that you would get a break, but even Sundays, man, you wake up and we got to be inspired to see how we did,
That's right.
Yeah, we have a group chat, me and my kids, for every day that we have to figure out. And anytime when they get new idea, they text me, I will text them, and you know, and I have 2 daughters go college, and my daughter another one. So all the family was involved. So this is part of
Our life now.
you know, life. And anytime we have dinner or lunch or family together, we have to talk about some amount of time for the business where we go.
If you can define in one word your company, what will be that word? One word.
I would just say perseverance.
Perseverance.
We don't stop. We keep going no matter what. I mean, yeah, the cleaning may be the hardest job to do, may not be the funnest job to do, but at the end of the day, you just gotta keep your head down and keep pushing, man, because you'll finish some point.
Mohamed, Issa, what a great interview. You have inspired students. Thank you very much for being our show.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Coming up next week on Be Inspired, we'll meet Arnold Smink of Arc Properties, LLC. To watch today's episode and the complete interviews of our guests, go to rochesterfirst.com/beinspired. For more great talk with Rochester's entrepreneurs, listen to Poder 97.1, Saturdays at 9 a.m. For Mauricio Riveros, I'm Julio Saenz. We'll see you next week on Be Inspired.